Hi, welcome to Koolchords.com. I'm Davin, and today we're going to be working on Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith on bass. This is also part of the Jam with the Band series, so enjoy. 2. So this song has a great bass line. I mean, this whole song pretty much revolves around this bass line. I like to call it a free type bass line. The band Free, Andy Fraser, used to love to do things like that. This song reminds me of All Right Now, which is also in A, but has a great little bass line. You know, it's almost the same thing. I'm just going to check my tuning, which is something that's good to do. Sounds pretty good. So what we're going to do here is go over this great intro, which is also the chorus. And we're going to put our second finger on the 12th fret, 3rd string. That's an A. Like that. So our intro sounds like this. 1, 2, I'm going to play it slowly. 4. Really active. This is a real challenge for our right hand. We need to really work on this slowly. The key to getting this is to work with a metronome really slow. And I'm gonna give you the fingering and the right hand technique. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start again on the 12th fret, 2nd finger. Our 3rd finger is gonna go on the 12th fret as well, on the 1st string. So we're going to look like this. But when I play that first note, I'm going to leave my 3rd finger kind of hovering above the note, just to mute it. I don't like to do this. I'm just going to I like to play one note at a time on the bass, unless you're playing a chord, unless it's something. So let's go over this intro. 1, 2, 3, 2nd finger. So if you look at my right hand, I'm going to use my second finger to hit the 1st string. So I'm going to play this twice. Play my A twice. Then I'm going to reach over with my middle finger on my right hand. And my left hand is going to be playing again the 12th fret with my 3rd finger. So it's going to sound like this. When I'm learning a song, I like to do it in sections. It's important to think of it. It's way easier to think of it like this. Here's one section, right? Rather than think of the whole thing. It's doable if we think about it in little parts. So let's think of the first part like this. That's what we have to do now. Like in hockey, you think one period at a time. You want to think one little section at a time. So here we go. So we have our 2nd finger, our 3rd finger, then back to our 2nd finger 2 times. So that's the first little part. So notice how I'm using my middle finger on my right hand for both of these. Just like that. You know, it doesn't really matter which finger you use. Whatever's most comfortable. Yeah, you can use your first finger too. Just try different things and see what works for you. Okay, so the next note, I'm using my pinky. It's on the 14th fret, first string. So here we go. 1. I have yet to use my first finger on my left hand. It's waiting for the next note. 2, 3, 4. You want to keep loose. When you're playing it at this speed, you want to make it comfortable for yourself. That way, when you speed it up, because if you try to do it too quickly, you're not going to be comfortable and it's going to be awkward. So if you do it at a slow speed and you make it really comfortable, then when you speed it up, you're comfortable. You remember that feeling, and you can groove with it, you know. So comfort is a huge thing. So that's why we want to practice it really slow. Like that. Okay, let's add the next 2 notes, and then we're pretty much finished with the intro and the chorus. This is also the chorus. So let's look at what happens next. Okay, so that's the next part. So I'm going to go back to my second finger on the 3rd string, 12th fret. Then I'm going to use my 3rd finger. I'm not going to lift my 2nd finger off of that string because it's going to be muting it. And you can see that my thumb is muting the E string. I should have mentioned that instead of putting my thumb on the pickup, which I would normally do, I'm going to put it on, I'm going to actually rest it on the 4th string. So what that does is it eliminates any kind of ringing or anything that string's going to be doing because my finger's muting it. So okay, so let's look at that part.